glad you were there at least. So, where is the patent? Just out of curiosity.
Inside Ghost Will.
And that is...
in a location that we can get to via the Last Chance Saloon, which
Yes.
is located next to the firewall.
Okay.
Yes, but it is cold.
However, there was something we tried to do that we never retried to do afterwards because Doc got the name wrong.
What did you try to do?
Well, there's something else we want to try first, but I'll take you there.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying you have to do it now.
I just mean we will attempt to go there once we try something else out. There's a couple other things I want to do first before we do that.
Is Clem back to normal then? It's not trying to murder everyone?
No.
Good.
Gotham is offline currently.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we kind of like stuck into a police station, and Doc made a phone call to tell them to reboot Gotham.
Yeah. So we don't know how it's gonna be. We don't know if the world is going to be reset back to red carpet, or if it is going to be reset to Gotham. We don't know what the outcome is going to be. Basically, we don't know if it's going to be 21st century, 1950s, super's gone, what. But when Doc and I and Mildred tried to travel there just to see if it had finished, we got that destination is currently unavailable.
Via Clem's, right?
Yes, via Clamps. We did not shadow walk there because we decided it may not be a good idea.
That would be a bad idea, yeah.
And I'm curious if we
wanted to check out some other things.
And I mentioned to Joshua, I was curious if Clem's, as they ask us where we want to go, if we would be able to go back in time.
Well, we can go to whatever zone there is.
No. Well, he's saying about, say, like going into Gotham to 5 months ago when Batman was still alive.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Exactly. So we haven't tried it, so it might be worth trying. I suspect it will not work. However, unless we try it, we won't know.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I have a different hairstyle at the moment. I have a long dreadlocks with a beard. Just as an FYI.
Okay.
I just gotta play immediately.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Everyone discard all cards and refill their hands.
No! Damn it!
The card gods.
All right. I had 3 rides. I wanted to go to that damn gate.
Yeah, but the problem is you would have gone through and neither of us would have been able to join you there.
I can make a jump of myself and you can come with.
Yes, you need to do that first, but yes.
Yeah, I can do that. Well, I'll leave it on top just in case. Why is stealing my cards? Anyway.
Alright, there was an afterpiece as well. Nice. Insta hero.
Me too. I am a hero.
Bargain man.
Do we want any NPCs to draw cards? I have that card. Or should I just hold on to it for now?
Hold on to it for the moment. But it's always useful to have a friendly NPC get cards. And it also, if we get to play immediately, bad guy draws a card. If you play that card, that actually removes the cards from the bad guy because only one NPC can be in card play at any one time. So yeah, it's a good card for removing that.
Okay. Cool. Where to?
All right. So just to make sure you are aware. So basically, I've lost a lot of my abilities. Those abilities I still have basically as if I was a new Dora.
Fair enough.
I've gained some of Obed's abilities. But yes, I still can shadow walk. So there was a couple of things that stuck around, but not many. Because of the nature of what happened to me, because I was attempting to create a pattern, and I was using the Jewel of Judgment to do so, and I had walked the pattern of the Jewel of Judgment. So
Okay.
Which is
One
tough.
quick question. Why did the Gem of Judgment disappear in the first place?
because somebody wanted a pattern created here.
And they took it from random.
I know how.
Yes. How?
Margaret
How?
Man knows. He knows this backstory.
Okay, so what's the backstory?
Doc stole it.
What?
Right, and
No, it didn't.
Yes, he did.
okay, so yeah.
And he said he was sorry to the king. The king said he would pay for what he'd done, but he's not sure how he's going to pay it.
The
So
Doc
basically,
stole...
yeah. So basically,
gem.
Freddy, before Doc was a Dora, he stole the gem. He stole the Jewel of Judgment from random with the help of some others.
What do you mean before he was a Dora? What does
I mean,
that
before he was a Dora. You know, we existed before we were here.
Wait, what?
Sad loss for Freddy.
You
What do
do
you-
know that we were people before we became Doras. I mean, that's why you have skills. That's why you have got vague memories of a past.
I thought I just teleported from... Okay.
By the way,
Yeah.
Freddy, did you
Hi.
kill Batman?
I had a part in it, yes. He
I
was
already
a
told
bad
you he
man.
was. Yeah, he wasn't. He was some psychotic person who thought he was Batman. He wasn't the real Batman. He wasn't Bruce
kinda was.
Wayne. Well, no, he embodied Batman,
kinda.
and
Was it
Yeah,
for the
pretty
good of the good?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
he was a vampire wearing a Batman costume, going around killing bad guys and draining their blood, and also basically influencing the direction of the city and mind screwing individuals.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, anyway,
fair enough.
As Freddy still grapples with the problem of being real and having things happen before he became a Dora. Oh,
I'm so confused.
Perfect. That's how you should always be in this campaign, Freddy.
But how do I look like my... Okay. I still
So
look
how-
like myself, but I'm
Yeah.
not myself.
we don't know.
Sometimes you do.
That is part of the thing we don't know is, are we clones of our individuals that were outside, or are we those individuals? Because, and were we taken from different, because some of us are from different time periods.
Yes.
For example, Glenn and Alex are from the 1920s, 1930s. And I'm from mid 2020s.
And I was from the I was born in the 1980s.
So I actually encountered Alex Kinley. I recall meeting Alex Kinley before becoming a Dora, but he was an old man.
What the fuck?
What, she's here?
I used to work for and headed up the New York office of the KBC,
Oh, that's why I remember now, yes.
which is Kinley Brothers Corporation, a
Right.
company that Alex started up, a private investigation company that Alex started up in the 1930s with his brothers.
Got it. Yep, okay,
Okay.
cool.
In the background, as you're explaining this to him, the song "Are We Ourselves" by The Fix is playing.
So yeah, so that is one of the questions: is, are we actually us? That was one of the things I was interested in going to the Shadow Earth to check to see, is it the place that we were from, and if so, do those of us that were from that time period, are we still
You
there?
lost the Trump though, didn't you?
Yes, the Trump, along with all my other possessions that I had on
Right.
me, got vaporized. Doesn't mean we can't go back there, can't find it. But yes.
Yeah. Well, I have a Trump of Shermer if you ever want to go over there.
Okay, cool, nice.
Yeah.
that might be useful because, yeah, as I said, I lost all my gear, so getting some modern gear would be useful, or modern-ish, even early
Better than
21st.
50s. Yeah.
Sorry?
Better than the 50s.
Yes, exactly. Getting some
Alright.
early 21st century gear would be useful. Anyway, all right, so let's check to see if Clems works the way you think you want to test it, Tom. And then if, depending on the outcome of that, we'll deal with that. And then otherwise, we will then go and get your tarot cards and you can make use of them.
Cool. A quick question. These, the what the fuck cards, is that permanent all the time or is it just for this game?
No, that's I believe it says permanently add.
This one says permanent 10% added.
Yeah. So first discard one other card, so you're back down to 4.
Okay.
One of your shit cards, just drop it. Then you can play the what the fuck card and pick a skill. If you're not sure which skill, I'd ask these guys.
And while he's contemplating that, I'm playing Spark of Divinity.
Nice.
But that's normally Freddy's card.
That's my card. What are you doing?
I've got a lot of points to regain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a quick out-of-game note there, Freddy. Basically, he started a new character.
I figured. Yeah.
But got stuck into Obid's body, but has McKay's memories. Because he had a perfect storm of yes. So
yeah.
And also Doc Fulton did some rather amazing stuff on top of that perfect storm. So yeah. Can't wait until the warm weather comes back. I miss it so much. Fucking hate the cold. Anyway. Right.
Well, tell Matt to win the lotto so we can get installation installed.
I'm gonna see here. What do you guys think I should add this to? What skill?
What are the choices again? I can't see where you've put the card.
Okay.
Have you not
apologies.
played it yet? No,
I didn't. So the other ones, which I have, scuba, swimming, right? Piloting, Zeppelin, parachuting, dog sledding, scuba, swimming, skiing, zero-G ops, or vac suit.
Probably pilot of some sort.
No, it's pilot Zeppelin. It's specific. It's pilot of some sort. It's specifically pilot Zeppelin.
Yeah, pilot something.
Zeppelin.
Well,
Zeppelin. Okay.
Chris brought up a good point the other day. He said either skydiving or scuba if those are under 60, because they come up fairly often, and if you don't make it, you will die. Especially skydiving. Anybody can skydive. More than once is the trick.
So what is how good are you at swimming?
Swimming is,
because swimming was one of the options, wasn't it?
Yeah. Swimming, I'm at a 60. It's got to be capped at a 60. I'm at a 60.
Yeah. Okay, you're at 60 swimming. All right, then. Yeah, it's scuba, potentially.
Scuba, I am 53.
Oh, okay, then if you're at 53 in scuba, don't worry about scuba, then go for something else.
How are you doing at skydiving? Or parachuting, rather?
Parachuting is potentially another one to do.
That's usually something that's a write-in.
No.
I know here it is. That's a 33, so I can do that.
There you go.
Yep, parachuting. It's not come up yet, but it doesn't mean it won't.
I've started campaigns like that where everybody had to make a parachute roll, and the guys who had like 10% in there or whatever were just fucked. It's like, yeah, welcome to new character.
Okay.
All right, so you guys head over to Clem's Barbershop then? Are you done talking to each other at the thing?
I think so.
See, this is what happens there, Freddie, when you miss just a little bit of time going by.
I'm going to grab all my stuff, by the way. Weapons, all that.
Done. One guy inhabits a new body. Another guy dresses his old body in different clothes. It just goes crazy when you miss out on any kind
Oh,
of.
and I take my mask with me, but I don't put it on.
Of course. It's a face protection thing.
Yeah, I leave it in my backpack.
All right, you guys head over to Clem's, and Clem goes, "Howdy, what can I do you for?" And then he Freddie, you're thinking he may be looking at you, but it's hard to say because he's just kind of staring into is he looking at me or not? You're like, not sure.
Clem? Alright, look. Clem. I don't know what the deal is with you, but... Alright, you know what? Here, hold on. I'm gonna pull out a sketch pad and a piece of paper, and I'm gonna leave like a spare pencil. I'll leave it like on the counter or something. If you ever need to say anything to us, but you can't say it, just leave us a note, and we can communicate that way. Okay? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but if you
Howdy,
need help,
what can I do you for?
I take that as a yes, you can. Okay, if you need help, just let us know, okay? That we want to help you. Alright, the bargain has a question for you.
Howdy, what can I do you for?
Can you take us back in time?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Does that mean a no?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
You haven't initiated the
right.
pass phrase yet.
Where would you guys try to like to go back in time if we can?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I'm saying this to Joshua and Freddie.
Yeah, but Clem will keep just saying that until you start initiating stuff.
I don't know how about Cyberpunk before it blew up.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's a bad idea. No, don't do that.
Not with our current gear and stuff, no.
I'm sorry, I don't understand, says Clem.
No thoughts?
No, you wanted to go to Gotham, didn't you?
Okay. Shave, please.
Hot towel?
Please.
Where are you going back to?
Gotham before it was not gone. Right? Before it was help me out here, guys.
He begins getting out hot towels and he puts one on Bargain Man's face. Them too?
No.
Yes.
I'll wait. I fold my arms.
Gotham before it was in despair about 3 months ago.
Right. He puts hot towels on both their faces. Freddie, give me a. Oh, wait. Do you have space time maxed out?
I do, so I'm not bothered.
All right. You see them disappear. Clem looks at you.
I messaged them on.
What can I do you for?
I messaged them on the bracelet. You guys okay?
Don't know yet.
You guys are okay. It appears that you're in a ruins of a city. It looks as though it's been pulverized down to nothing. There's not even a barber shop here. You have to take your own hot towel off of your face. Quite an inconvenience.
So what, we fell to the ground?
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Sitting in rubble.
Fuck's sake. Alright, I'll be right there. Hold on. Hot towel and shave.
Where are you going back to?
3 months ago in Gotham.
Right. As he's putting on the hot towel, he goes, and then, and you're pretty sure he did that, or it's just your fucking imagination. You're not sure, but it's scary as fuck when he does it. And you're right. You two notice Freddie sitting there next to you in the rubble with a hot towel on your face, on his face.
So the hot towel actually came with us. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose it makes sense that it would.
Well, maybe you should have asked like 2 years in the past.
He says with a hot towel still on his face.
Yeah, I put it on my face.
Oh, okay.
Interesting that it works though, or appeared to work. As I said,
Do I
when we
try it
tried
again?
to use Clem's to go to Gotham, he said that location was currently unavailable.
Do you want to try again then?
Oh shit! You're right. That location is unavailable. Everybody take
Sorry, that
card.
destination is
Retconning.
currently unavailable. So the fact that we've
Oh,
actually come here is very
Yeah.
interesting.
okay, so it's
No,
already
you shouldn't have come there. That's why I said retcon, and
Well,
everybody
the
take
fact that we appeared here, I thought, wow, that worked.
everybody just pull an extra card and
Does anyone want a round revision?
Not quite yet. Hopefully, well, unless you think we're going to get into combat.
Because I have 2 and I don't really need to.
round revision can be a dead sexy card.
Yeah, I need to discard, so discard that.
Cut 2 shows a guy dressed in standard adventuring clothes, standing holding a rope, and the camera pulls back, shows him on top of a flying car with a busted out back windshield, trying to stay on it while he's being timed, and some other guys driving around crazy in it. Car surfing.
Alright, so we didn't go anywhere then. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And that destination is unavailable, says Clem after he gets corrected. Oh, yeah, shit. But he still looks creepy. Just Freddy for some reason. Or it's Freddy's perception of him. You don't seem to notice anything. Maybe only Freddy can see the truth.
Clem, just remember, there's a notepad over there if you need something. Just saying.
Howdy, what can I do you for? Says Clem.
I am going to play Cram Course.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you want me to teach you, or try to teach you to make trumps?
Yeah, at first we have other things to do.
Dun, 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 dun.
Shave, please, Clem.
Hot towel?
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
Beastkin San Angeles, please.
Them as well?
Please.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
He begins doing the hot towels. Now he does the creepy hot towel thing when Freddy's the last one in line, and only he gets to see the creepy Clem face. You guys have the hot towels taken off by Otter Clem. And he says, shave?
We're good today, thank you, Clem.
Thanks,
And
Clem.
we go to the embassy.
Right.
And
You guys follow Holmes / this weird dude who kind of walks like oddly, and he smells a little bit odd.
Josh, do they know you and all this?
Yep.
Okay,
All the twins do.
Fair enough.
Oh, that reminds me, something I was going to tell you and then I forgot, and I just remembered. We've had 2 Doras turn up who weren't members of our group in Beastkin. So, unfortunately, it's no longer only our place of thing.
Wait, what?
They got directed to the embassy. Sorry?
Who?
A guy by, they were called Tom and Brian. They had assault rifles strapped to their chests, as in like proper military slings, etc. And they had shaven hair. They were fairly geared up. They were very, very wary.
Did they take anything?
I gave them some money to help them out, so they could resupply. We gave them some food. They dined with us.
Okay.
They didn't hold us up or anything like that. If that's what you were trying to work out.
I'm saying we might want to put some additional security on some of the more sensitive items we have in storage.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, we've got safes and stuff, but
well, I mean, would the twins hand them over to just anyone?
No.
Okay.
But the twins aren't here at the moment. They're over in MMO land.
They went back?
Yes. They wanted to visit again, so we went back.
It's been a couple of months of their time.
How did you take them back? Oh, through the gate? Oh, through the... Okay.
No. Doc can now shadow walk with more than 2 people?
Yes. And a train car.
Shadow. Okay. Well, I can do that too, but
What,
to
with more than 2
MMO
people?
Yeah.
You can shadow walk with more than 2 people?
I can shadow walk up to 10 people, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so yeah, Doc can do that as well. So he shadow walk. It's good to know that there's some others with that ability, actually, because I wasn't sure how I'd get them back if they wanted to come back.
Mm.
So yeah, so we've basically gone into the flying car and...
Okay.
Life is much easier with a super fast flying car.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
All right, so...
You guys let yourself go into the embassy, you get saluted and whatnot. Eventually, after arguing with some of the air servants, they give you access to the safe and whatnot because they knew it was you, but they don't want to, give it up and all that. So, and you get back to card ripping time.
Yep.
All right, so these are...
Let me just double check.
They're all going to be done by Bargain Man?
They're his cards. It's up to him.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I just want to double check that we've covered off all the others. Oh, that's right. The 6 of Cups you lost when you had magic item goes bye-bye, Freddy, so we don't have that one. I'm just wondering if that
Do
one was
either of
actually...
you have any crack cards?
Yep, probably. Got 2
I don't
cards down that Glenn has got, but I thought he'd done all these cards. Maybe I'll need to double check with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he told most of them, but the rest is like, I kind of know what they do, so he didn't.
Yeah. Oh, we know that the different suits, one's air, one's earth, one's fire, one's water. So the suits pretty much do exactly the same thing, but for the element that they relate to.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Yeah. So before you start ripping your cards up, for Tom, because they're magic, Beastkin has become a bit hardened against magic, so it's harder to use them here. So we basically go back to MMO land and do it there. So
let's just go with... I pull out a trunk of the house. This is quicker.
Okay.
Let's
yeah.
Clem's creeping me out.
Depending on what cards you want, depending on what you think you discard. I've got 2 skill 10s and a clog and greed. So
I have the NPC card thing, the pun fails, round division, skill 15 and the replenish.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Have you got any trash cards there, John?
I have. I got the clueless one. I don't think we want to play that because we don't get no hero points at the end. I could do that.
Yeah, no. So there you
go.
Okay,
let me
card right there.
Trash that and let me trade you something for it.
Oh, you want the clueless thing? Trade it to you?
No, get rid of it and I'll give you something. You can have you can have this one. Just you decide whenever you want to play it. Alright, cool.
Now, for Bargain Man, not sure if you're going to actually get to anything that before these bonuses and stuff expire. So we shall see. So I'm not sure. It depends on what the PCs are wanting to do, because otherwise you'll spend a lot of time writing and then you'll go to sleep and then they'll all go away. So I'm not sure. I'll let what my plan is let Pete keep track of them, since he's going to be doing it anyway for keeping track of the card stuff. And if you guys get to somewhere, then because it'll be a lot faster if Pete keeps track of them, he'll just copy paste it or remind you or something.
Yeah, can you copy paste as well the descriptions?
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are back at the PC house, and there's a couple of guys in here looking at the chest full of ice torques. They start guiltily. What's up with those? What are those?
They're magic items, quite dangerous.
Why do you have so many?
Because
we're really good at adventuring.
Why are they dangerous? These are younger.
Because they put you under a gears of a ice elemental, and that may force you. A, you can't remove them once you put them on. They're cursed, and B, they put you under the gears of an earth element of an ice elemental. That may get you to do things like go and attack fire elementals, for example. Use you to. Otherwise, it causes your head to blow up if you don't do it.
They do anything else?
Yeah, they give you some protection against fire stuff and against the cold, and give you a bit of armor.
I blow whatever they did. I did armor, the spells, and all that.
Right. They were starting to look more and more disinterested when Holmes was talking. Now they look keenly interested. Can we have a couple? Just to check out.
You do realize if you put them on, you can't take them off.
Okay.
All right, well.
Your heads.
We have so many, sure.
Great. They grab 15 of them and take off. Thanks.
I'll knock them off.
Don't bother. So we get to card ripping.
Wait. I know what's happening. No. Okay.
Alright, we get in a flying car, we load them up, we fly over the top of a volcano, and we dump.
Are you?
Who needs a 3-week quest to take some stupid rings, talks, whatever, and throw them into Mount Doom? No, we're not, because I don't believe any of us can fly a flying car, but
I can, but not very well.
There's a time-tested way to get better at it.
Yes, I know.
Same way
we're
that
doing other things at the moment. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, so I guess we go outside and tear the cards up.
Yep. Let's go outside and start ripping cards so we can't hurt anyone or break anything or blow up any buildings.
True.
Shows in the far distance the hoodlums who have the flying car. They're trying to see how long other hoodlums can stay on it as they're doing. Woo. But you're in a big farmer's field. They figure they're keeping it close to the area in case PCs show up. Go, we need a flying car. But in the meantime, Chris is burning, so why not? All right, bargain man.
Yes, sir.
It appears you're going to be ripping several different tarot cards. I'm going to, since Pete was good enough to put them all in, I'm just going to copy paste what they do. Here we go. He rips the 8 of Wands. That grants 1 round of haste during this day. Like, you've got several hours till sun goes down. Once sun goes down, it goes away. And then the 4 of Cups gives us small.
This goes all under spells?
No. Don't worry about writing shit down yet.
Okay, no, I was going to copy and paste.
Yeah, these are not permanent spells. These are like one-time bonuses that expire when the sun goes down.
Okay.
So they don't last long. Let's see.
Just with the oh shit, clicked the wrong tab. Just with the 4 of Cups, is that all meditation rolls or just one meditation roll?
For the day. Yeah.
So to all meditation rolls for the day.
Yep. And that's the Queen of Cups. And now moving to the sword.
Skill falls.
I will add in that though to clarify.
Yeah, it makes a bit of a difference,
Totally.
especially with some spells actually requiring meditation.
Okay, so that's all the queen stuff there. The sword
Passive
stuff.
and water spell, double effect. That was the Queen of Cups.
There's all the that's all the cup stuff. And the sword stuff, Ace of Swords.
Plus 30% skill for 1 combat. Okay.
4 of Swords. Add the riposte card.
30%.
The 5 of Swords.
I'm sleeping or meditate throughout the day, fully healed, no roll needed. Oh, that's not a bad one. That was the 4 of Swords, was it?
Yes.
That's potentially quite a useful one.
Oh.
This is the last of the cards for this one, yes?
I believe there is a couple of cards out there that have not been used that people are hanging on to use as magic item goes bye-bye type stuff.
No worries.
And Freddie lost one before we started ripping them due to magic items goes bye-bye.
Got it. That's the 5 of Swords.
What was that? If in combat with someone who is legitimately trying to kill you, before the card expires and person is slain, and the person who used this card has taken at least 5 points of damage, they gain 1 hero point instantly. That's weirdly worded.
Yes.
I know what you're trying to say.
Person.
Yeah. Do you have any money on you, Bargain Man?
I had that Gildan thing from the other day.
Anything else?
No.
Do you have any money hidden away elsewhere?
Whatever we had put away at the embassy.
No. All your money goes away. So mark off your money.
So that's a bad one.
5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's not a good one.
That's a bad card.
Yeah, we had another one. Didn't we have another one that made all the money go bye-bye? That Yana got?
I think I halved it.
Or halved it or something, yeah. Right, so yeah, as we know, there are some bad cards. So.
And the last one is the 8 of Pentacles, or the Ocho. There you go. I think that's all of them there.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, this is only good
you
for
only
this.
get. Hang on a minute. That doesn't say you only get the plus 10% to crafting if your skill is higher than 90%. So if you've got a skill of 50%, you don't get a plus 10 to crafting.
Right.
That is bizarre.
Yeah. It should. I'm going to just move it to plus 10 to a crafting skill for the day now that I think about it.
Because, yeah, so unless someone was trying to get a crit or something, I'm not sure why they'd use that.
Okay, I've just changed it to copy. I was doing a lot of peyote when I was. No, I wasn't. But, there you go.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's quite a good one. In fact, that one may get used. Is painting considered crafting?
Totally.
There you go. So that may get used today by
Bargain Man.
Well,
Bargain Man may potentially use
I
that
need
one.
to teach him to use.
No. It doesn't mean he can't paint. He can't practice painting or can't practice sketching.
Yeah.
Or some other craft, like he might want to craft metal, for example. So he might decide to do some craft metal or whatever, or woodworking or whatever. But that one is one that Bargain Man may potentially use today.
I just actually copy and pasted this all in my notes.
Yeah, they'll all go away when the sun goes down.
So I'm assuming that's just this campaign.
A few game hours. If you guys go to sleep suddenly, then you're done with them.
Okay.
Depends on where we go as well. If we go to a non-magic place, that's the other thing about them is they're only good in magical places or places if the place magic is hardened, say for example we went back to Beastkin, for you to utilize any of those, you would need to enforce your will upon.
Okay.
To cause it to get that benefit.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys can help me if that comes about.
We wouldn't be able to help you enforce your will, but as I said, it's just depends on what we get up to today.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Rock and roll.
And we're still missing some cards for the second deck. Neither of you have gained any additional cards at all?
No.
Nope.
All right. But yeah, we're still down a few cards to create a second deck.
At this point, Freddie looks around guiltily because his buddy has got many of them and hasn't signed up again yet for reasons.
There's like 6 of them or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let the good times roll. He seemed to enjoy himself, but it's impossible to say.
Yeah, it's just really busy with work, so.
Everybody's busy. That's why you can quit jobs and just sit around gaming in your underwear all day.
Or in superhero outfits.
Better in superhero outfits. So you're done with that. What do you guys do next?
All right. So
you see the kids gathered around the car, which is upside down, going.
Boy, aren't their parents going to be in for a shock when they have to pay it off?
I wonder what their deductible is.
It shows them like turn the car over and blood oozes down. They accidentally landed upside down on the guy.
All right. So did you want to go to where the new pattern is?
Yeah, sure. I'd rather try and, well, do you want me to try and teach you first or do that after?
I just mean just so that you're there, just so that you're aware of it now, so we can just say there it is. Let's go somewhere else.
Oh,
walk it. Yeah, walk that shit.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to walk it, but I just mean just to get it over and done with, so we can say, yep. So next time if you're with someone or you want to do it, you know how to get there.
Now, you've walked that pattern, right?
Pardon?
Have you walked that pattern?
No, I have not. No, I have not walked that pattern.
Bargain Man, did you walk that pattern?
Which one? The pattern we talking about?
No, you did not walk the. No, I don't believe you.
Nobody can walk anything.
Nobody, as far as I'm aware, has walked the pattern the new pattern that Doc has created.
I think Random did.
No.
Did he walked. We made him walk to find out who he was.
Yeah, we made him walk. That was the pattern in Amber. Random, unless Random was actually able to come in here, which would be surprising, because as far as I'm aware, the only people besides ourselves, the only people that are blood of Amber who can come in, who's been in here, is Corwin, and potentially Merlin would be able to get in here. Who's Corwin's son.
Yeah, if you want, I have a jump to the firewall. Is it far from there, or?
No, it's right next door. But I want to try a different way of getting there first.
Okay, sure. Do we need clothes or?
No, well, if this way works, we'll appear inside it.
Okay, sure.
What, from the firewall to the last chance
we'll go get the Santa suits. We'll go to get the Mrs. Claus suits, I should say, just in case. Just in case.
Yeah, when we go through the firewall, it's like you're not automatically inside the last chance saloon. You have to hit like scamper to it.
Yeah. All right. So, do you have a trump card for the Australian Embassy yet?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Beautiful. Well, then we can trump back there, get the Santa suits, then go to Clem's, see if it works. We suspect, because it's Clem. It's a Clem running it, So we suspect we'll be able to use Clem's to get there, but we're not sure.
Oh,
It didn't
I
work
didn't
when we
know
tried
that.
it because Doc got the name wrong.
Okay.
And I wasn't aware of what it was called, so I couldn't correct him. Yeah, Mildred and I, that was the first time Mildred and I had been there, so we couldn't exactly say, no, that's not it. It's blood.
All right, let's go then.
Okay. So we do so, Logan.
He holds up the card, and after 2 long-ass minutes of concentrating on it, it opens up into the Australian embassy, just to underline how long it takes to use the cards at your current level.
Yes.
Which is, we can barely use this shit. You guys go through, everybody grabs hold of him, and he steps through to the embassy. You guys load up on Mrs. Claus suits.
Mm-hmm. We go to Clem's.
I checked the notepad.
Nothing's written on it yet. Although, has a sheet of paper or two been taken off of it? Hard to say.
I would have like fold one of the corners of the top page and then just leave it like that.
All right.
And just look at Clem.
Howdy, what can I do you for? Says Otter Clem.
Shave, please.
Where are you going? Or hot towel? He says.
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
Last chance in. Sorry, last chance saloon, I should say.
Yes, sir. And them as well?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Right. He puts hot towels on your face. Creepy look to Freddy, who was last. And when he and they don't get taken off, but you hear it sounds like a old honky tonk piano. Dun, dun, dun,
Did we fall to the ground, or are we seated in something different, or are we still seated in barber chairs?
Feels like a chair of some sort. Harder to tell much more information on it with a hot towel on your face.
I just mean we could tell the difference between a barber's chair and a wooden chair or a stool or something.
You believe you're seated on wooden chairs.
Okay. I will remove the hot towel.
You're sitting around a table with the other two, like one of the tables that people famously played poker around and stuff. There's poker chips in the middle, as well as a closed pack of cards. You see Clem over there, human Clem, currently spitting in a glass and polishing it.
I recognize this place from being here before.
Yes, you would have been here before. So yes, so this is the doorway into where the new pattern is.
It's kind of weird because it's nice and warm in here, but looking through the old cowboy push open, push close swinging doors and stuff, which shouldn't be keeping the cold out at all. It looks like it's snowing outside, and you can also see like a wall of fire and such. And the wall of fire seems to be kind of pulsating a bit. It's almost like it's going away from you a little bit and then back, almost like waves.
That's what happened when Doc went through it. It was coming out a little bit, going towards the gym.
Yeah, so that's the pattern here, influencing it and also pushing the fragments of the pattern that are in it slowly away.
You notice that parts of the firewall are kind of flickering off and then back on again, like a stove an old flame stove.
Okay, that wasn't happening before. That's not
good. That's not good. We need to fix that, cause yeah.
Give me shadow lore rolls if you'd like. The piano that's playing is one of those kind that you put the paper through and it does stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ding, 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 it says.
I made mine.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm gonna type what you suspect, but don't just read this off. Phrase it in your own words.
So I get a check in shadow lore?
You do.
Mm-hmm.
And in learn.
You already got one for today.
Oh.
Was it shadow lore?
Yep.
I'm going to lose the mask. It's really contemplating messing up my scene.
No worries.
Yeah, I was wondering how you were going, looking through it. It looked like it might have been a bit awkward.
It was starting to bother me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hence why Halloween's only so long.
Yeah. There's the information, but again, don't just read it. Put it in your own words.
I wonder.
More information.
So I can say this to the guys, but in a different way.
In different words. Fairly fast, but my mother used to be able to type at about double or more of my rate, which scared me.
What the fuck? Damn.
So I'm thinking when this new pattern was drawn, maybe it has effect on the firewall. I think possibly.
Depending on what created the firewall and the nature of it, yeah, that's not surprising.
I mean, that's the kind of thing I'm sensing here.
Is there a risk of the firewall going away?
It depends
I don't know.
It depends. I think it depends on if it was Ghost Wheel that created the firewall, and whether or not Ghost Wheel having a pattern inside it, how much control Ghost Wheel has over that new pattern.
Oh.
Because if it was Ghost Wheel that created the firewall, or if it was somebody else that created it, I mean, it's quite possible somebody else created the firewall to well, we believe that whoever created the firewall is the whole reason why these pocket realms exist, and that the things act differently here. For example, like how we heal faster, and how various other things like the gate magic and all that, those sort of stuff works within this pocket shadow. So the question is it going to, if the firewall disappears, are our abilities going to go further outwards, as in other shadows other shadows will be able to do what we can do, or the reverse, once the firewall goes, the stuff that makes us what we are goes away and we become the same as everybody else, and we lose all our magic as well, or something
how do
else.
we fix it?
Well, it's really don't know if we can. Doc might be able to, because he created the pattern. Whether or not Ghost Wheel Ghost Wheel's sentient, so if Ghost Wheel wants us to fix it, Ghost Wheel can talk to us about it and give us an understanding of what needs to be done. But Ghost Wheel doesn't seem to be interested in that, which in on itself I think is part of a test. So. So whether or not the claims, for example, are created by Ghost Wheel or created by someone else, for example, Mr. Swift, who has been interfering, and that's the other thing, we don't know if it was Ghost Wheel that wanted the pattern inside Ghost Wheel or if it was Swift that wanted it.
So how did Doc decide I'm gonna put the pattern here?
Because that's where we found. So basically, I read the book. I worked out I worked out some additional stuff from it. Basically, there was a line in the book that I picked up on that I knew was quite important, and that was that. Then I consulted the spell book, the most unlikely book, and therein found the answer. So from that, Doc and I then puzzled over. We went through our heads and thought about different books, spell books, and that we're aware of that exist. We were pretty sure that it was a book that we still had access to. Otherwise, it would have been a bit of a bastard clue on Swiss part, and that's not the way he operates. He will give us a clue for something that we couldn't get to. And eventually, Doc thought of Gargamel's spellbook in Smurfville, which I personally had never been to before. So we then travelled there with a new Dora.
Clem's approaching the table with a bottle and 3 glasses. It seems to be whiskey.
Thank you, Clem.
Sarsaparilla, please.
Sets those down, goes off, comes back with a bigger glass of dark liquid, sets it down, and then fucks off again.
Yeah. So we don't know how to get from here back to like Clem's Barbers. We don't know if that's possible or what the keywords are yet. We haven't worked it out.
Have you asked for what was it? What was it that James Bond always orders?
Martini,
shaken not stirred.
Shaken not stirred. Yeah. No, I didn't try that. But I did ask for a room, and he said yes, they were available. But this is a single-story building, and unless things have changed since I last year, there's no stairs suddenly in an upstairs part here now, Logan.
Negative. Sorry, I'll put up the picture so that Freddie can see what.
Well, we haven't gone outside yet into the weather, so Freddie doesn't know what it looks like from the outside.
Good point.
So where is the pattern specifically?
It's through there.
He gestures vaguely.
Or outside, or?
No. It's in here.
Oh, okay.
But yes, as I said, last time I was here, out of curiosity, I said, could I get a room? And Clay said, sure, how long? I said, a week. And he turned away and then turned back to me and then asked if I wanted a drink. It's like there's potentially this place may get bigger. I don't know. Or we may eventually be able to get rooms here. I don't know. But at this stage, it's single story and there's no rooms that I'm aware of. I mean, there could be some rooms back there. I don't know, but he didn't seem to indicate, give me a key to a room or anything. Anyway, so the pattern is over here. And the one thing I'm not sure on is, the reason we were with Doc last time when we did this, so I'm curious to see if this works without Doc's presence, which is part of the reason I wanted to come here as well.
Just a blank wall.
It'll be useful if it works without Doc's presence, because it means that it is a location others of our group can walk the pattern without having to go all the way to Amber.
But this is a different pattern, so
doesn't matter. It's a pattern.
But what I'm saying, what if the prerequisites that you need, not prerequisites, the abilities you need in order to walk the pattern are different on this one than the other one?
So, about the only, that is a possibility depending on the nature of our relationship with Doc. It may not matter though, because if we are of the blood of Amber, to loosely say about it, then it should be the same. But, it is something we still need to work out. That we won't find that out until somebody decides they want to try it. Anyway, I will put my hand up and see if I can step through.
He disappears. Bargain Man, do you have space time maxed out?
I don't think I'm maxed.
Cool. Give me a Sandy roll, because I know Freddie's maxed. Oh, well, for Obed, it doesn't look like anything special other than he's somewhere else now. He's like, But you saw a man disappear into thin air, or in his case, into kind of smelly air.
Well, I did it with Doc, right? We went through the firewall.
True. No, he didn't disappear. He just looked like he walked into a bunch of fire and didn't burn up.